Hello, 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 you amazing, fine, lovely individuals. What is going on? Happy Friday, almost Saturday, Good Friday. If you are, feeling this type of weekend, hallelujah, he has risen. Happy Easter weekend, everybody. I apologize to everybody. I was supposed to do a members live today with my Legos, but the day just honestly got away with me. I had a lot of shit going on with family. I feel bad. I missed Angie's fundraiser. I literally feel absolutely fucking horrible. I'm hoping, I don't know if I can hop on there after. I don't even know if it's on. I literally have been on Twitter once today. I guess I literally have like probably 100 text messages I have to read in like the group texts. And I missed a lot today, but to be honest with you, it was spent with family. It was somewhat necessary, and I hope that you can all find it in your heart to forgive me and understand. Today I had to go food shopping so I can cook for tomorrow. Essentially, we are having our Easter tomorrow because my daughter has to go back to school on Sunday, and she leaves at noon. So she doesn't really want to like eat and sit around. She wants to be able to like eat and hang out and, enjoy her friends and family, which I think is a fantastic idea. So we are technically doing Easter a day early this year. So today I just had to run around and I had to do things with my mother. I had to make sure I had to drive to New Bedford so Kyla could get her ID. So it was just a day. I really, again, I'm trying my best here. And here's the thing, just after this weekend, this week is going to be like hyper focus, like overdrive, because I want to organize the memberships and I want to make sure that we're doing specific things for the members, because you people deserve it. And if you're going to be here to support me monthly, I owe it to you to give you my all. Happy birthday, Angie. I appreciate you being here, love bug. I'm so sorry. But I will catch you on the next one. You know it. Absolutely. I will be there. The first one there, I promise. Okay, so anyways, day 16. Can't fucking believe it. But we are here to walk the walk with Walshy, where I do a quote once a day for the next 30 days at the very least. And we break it down and we, figure out how it, correlates with our own life, as well as the life that we're living here with this little community we've become a part of. If you could please like and subscribe and all the things and follow me on Twitter, I'd appreciate it. You have no idea how much it helps. If you are just listening and you are catching us on the replay, I appreciate you beautiful people just as much, as you people are just as important to this community as as everybody else. And on top of that, if you don't mind, when this video does upload, if you could please just maybe go in there and leave a comment or an emoji, because it does help the algorithm and it helps boost us up over here. I need to get my subscribers up, but I'm doing my best. Anywho, let's get to it. Let's get it together. Let's keep it together. Okay. I have to make a little list here of, and I think I had already started one. Okay, so emojis. We need to do it. Okay, sorry. All right, anyways. So, again, welcome back to day 16. Today's quote is, "The truth is like a lion. You don't have to defend it. Let it loose. It will defend itself." So again, welcome back to day 16. When you're out here walking, you learn that you can't control the weather, right? But you can control, your pace and in your place, right? So today's quote, the truth is like a lion. You don't have to defend it. Let it loose. It will defend itself. We've been playing nice for too long, and, we're done sugarcoating, right? When the noise turns into malice and malicious illegal action, it's time to stop walking, and it's time to start standing our ground. When we're out here on the pavement, the ground is solid. It doesn't shift and it doesn't lie. But in this like crazy digital age of online in these chaos agents and these bad faith actors, the ground has become nothing but quicksand. They can upload privileged information, making a lie in the caption, and spread it to hundreds of thousands within minutes. So today's quote, I wanted it to hit a little different because, like I said, we're done sugarcoating shit. And we don't have to defend it, okay? It's going to defend itself. The truth will always defend itself. We aren't just walking, for our health today. We're walking for accountability and for justice. We're looking straight, even right now, at the situation that's going to be happening in South Boston this week on Wednesday, with Aiden and Meredith. This isn't just drama. It's a fucking calculated attempt, to weaponize our fucking legal system and our justice system. Meredith has obtained a temporary abuse prevention order. And, conveniently so, as she was due to have a hearing for wiretapping soon. So I find it convenient that she went and did that. But, that's just me. That's none of my business. I'm not a professional. And so, sorry. So yeah, so she it was a calculated attempt, and she did it. She did it she weaponized the legal system. And she obtained a temporary abuse prevention order based, and then the best part is that then we have Aiden, who has been, going back and forth on this for months now. It's not something he wanted to do. It's not something he, even remotely considered ever having to do. But he had to go and get himself one. And what did he have? It was like a 40 point plus affidavit, with factual proof of psychopathic behavior, stalking, all of the above, what you would call it, breaking into accounts, being manipulative behavior. But the real betrayal, is again, we know she stole and leaked Aiden's phone extraction data, confidential communications between, just a everyday man and his attorneys, and she single-handedly distributed it to the very people that have been since April 2023 trying to sink this movement. And it was what? It was like a shameless attempt to what? Like destroy Turtleboy? Like, girl, move on. Come on, man. Like, come the fuck on, man. Like, literally, like, how's it going for you? Good, huh? Like, think about the level of mayhem we're dealing with here now. Like, you stole a fucking phone extraction. You leaked confidential attorney-client information, and you handed it over to the chaos agents, the same fucking people that you talked shit about or talked shit on social media, right? And it was just because what, you're mad about a fucking breakup? Again, months and months went on before the general public knew you were even broken up. So that goes to tell you something, because no one was talking about it. His inner circle wasn't talking about it. He certainly wasn't fucking in it, talking about it. Like I said, this isn't just drama. It's a direct attack on a man's legal defense and his sources as a fucking journalist. It's disgusting. It's unnecessary. And it's why we have to, excuse me, sorry. sorry, I got sidetracked. It's why we have to keep our eyes, on Southie and what goes on in Southie next week, as well as all these other detractors who are in it for all the wrong reasons and clearly always have been. Like I said the other night, like they've just fucking if you believe in what Karen Reed stood for in the whole movement itself, yet you're gonna sit here and tear down Turtleboy, like you were just a tourist in the fucking movement, bro. Like, let's be fucking for real. Oh my God, Susan, thank you so much for becoming a member. You're the best. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Oh, let me see. Sorry. My phone is on Do Not Disturb, so I will check after for any Cash Apps or Venmos. I appreciate you guys so much. You're amazing. So let me see. Yeah. So again, and all these other people, like I said, that clearly, like, have not so much been here for all the right reasons, unless it was for the wrong reasons. Even if it was just something like to get out of their own headspace or like to get out of their own way, like even if they showed up by themselves and left by themselves, but it's like you used it for something other than you weren't really here for justice. You weren't here for the actual truth of it. You weren't here because you cared about what's going on in your fucking state or your community, but yeah, again, on April 8th at South Boston District Court, the truth gets loose. We'll see, and we've seen this playbook before. Use the courts to silence the truth tellers, right? Use the courts to silence the journalist. But we always, like we said from the beginning, journalism is not a fucking crime. But when you have, a 40 points of fact, like I said, it was like, I forget how many it was over 40. Versus a mountain of bullshit fucking lies. Like, come on, dude. The lion's about to wake up, baby. Or should I say the turtle? The turtle, But yeah, so again, just like we want to focus on like not ever vibrating at that level of people who leak private data, like just simply out of fucking spite, right? We're going to stay high, figuratively, literally, in all the ways. We're going to stay focused, and we're just going to keep walking towards the light of justice, right? If they have to lie to bring you down, to bring us down, they've already lost. Like, let them keep their fucking chaos. We're keeping our peace on purpose. Again, I know it's easier said than done. I really have to consider taking my own fucking advice. But justice isn't just a word. It's a destination, and we're almost there. Slowly but surely, we're winning the fucking race here, So to the chaos agents and to the bad faith actors, who came in here acting like they advocated for anybody in this fucking movement and actually cared about anybody. And there's multiple people. It's not just one person. There's multiple people. There's not even just two people. Like, it's multiple. You can leak all the shit you want. You can't leak the truth out of existence. We say high vibes over here, baby, because we know the facts are on our side. We know that we've always stood on the right side of history. We've always stood on the right side of justice. So we're just going to continue to move fucking forward, right? We're not going to continue to, dwell on the fucking past and the bullshit of it, right? So we're going to stay loud. We're going to stay, supporting those who have the guts to fight back against these psychopaths in the system, and the system that allows them to continuously abuse it. That is the problem here. This is such a fucking problem. So peace, clarity, and zero fucking sugarcoating shit. Okay? That's it. All right? I had asked a couple questions. So after this, like I said, if it's posted, if you don't mind answering in the chat, what was your reaction to the leaked phone extraction? Is this the lowest move yet by the chaos agents? Again, like, I think she had warned about it or threatened it, right? Like, did you think she was actually going to do it or what? And then just drop an emoji in the chat if you're going to be standing with Aiden on April 8th. I think I know it's a small courtroom. I don't know like how it's gonna be there, but I will be there regardless. There's no fucking doubt about that. Let me check in with my beautiful people in the chat. Again, Susan, thank you so much for becoming a member. You're amazing. We have my girl J7 here, Mike's here, Jeno, Connor Burnt, Andrea. We have Despite the Look on My Face, TC Malin, Growth Renewal, Hijinks, Maggie Miller. It's Andrea. It's me, Andrea. I will kick your fucking ass. Yes, I fucking will. You've been asking me to do shit like that, though, and I appreciate it so much. And, like, yeah, no, I thank you. Like, even one of the reasons why today, too, was, like, just my setup. Like, I don't like I want to do the Lego thing. Like, I want to have a members only stream where, like, I can stay on for a while, and it's gonna probably take a while, you know. So I'll get there, though. I'll get there. Monetization, baby, right? It's just one step at a time. It's just waiting for that fucking check to come through. And hopefully I'll be able to put it to good use. If not, because I've been fucking robbing Peter to pay ball, you know, these past couple of weeks. But I'll be good, you know. We're always good. We'll all be good, baby. We're always good. Sean 45 Boston, welcome, brother. Nefarious Shenanigans. Hello, how are you, darling? Blessed Texas Lolly, how you doing, baby? 1977 Felicia, my girl. Jenno J7 Smarter, the queen. Hijinks, my girl Angie. What up, what up? Crazy Sammy, TC Malin. The fundraiser. Yeah, sorry, my bad, babe. Sorry. I was apologizing at the beginning. Maggie Miller, what's up, darling? Yes, please like, subscribe, share, all the fun things. Baker's favorite suitcase, that fucking nut there. My girl, founding member, my baby. The one and only Kersey and Nursey. Don't do that. Don't. Now I'm like, wait a minute. I literally just checked every fucking button and I was like, there's no way I did it again. There's no way I did it again, right? You're a jerk. Susan, again, thank you so much for becoming a member here. Brandy Lee, well, thank you for joining us, love. Dusty Blue, hey, yes, how are ya? You can't control the weather, but you can trim the falls. Oh. Sure thing. Peaches, how are you, love? Lisa Johnson, PSA, Erica, does not condone kidnapping and releasing lions from the jungle. You know, I'd bring them to my homestead if I could. That's what I'd do with them. Oh, none of your business. I just saw on YouTube Kanye West concert, and it's sad. No inspirational industry, really. Good morning, Kirks. Where the hell? Oh, Scotland. Oh, hunkering down. Be safe there, lad. Erin! Hello, love. Nancy. What up, bitch? Did you find any more Cardi B concerts, love? Yeah. Why? Did I miss stuff on Twitter today? Did I miss anything big? Literally, right? Wait, based on Twitter posts? Wait, what happened? Did I miss something? Oh, God, I'm behind. Hold on. Who else have I missed? Nona M. Lou, my love. Nancy Caroline. Andrew with an I. I think I got everybody here. Oh, Jimmy's dead air. We don't want any of Erica's dead air over here. We don't want that. Don't talk while I'm talking. Okay, love, no problem. Maria, my Italian friend. Oh, Chino XL, what's up, Poppy? How you doing? I think. I don't know. The quote also fits Kelsey's case as well. Exactly. It fits. They always do. I try to find a quote that fits all of the cases we follow. Oh my goodness. Blue Bayou chick. Who is this? Simply Stacy. Sean 45 Boston. Emily EC. Oh, she's already a member, sorry. C Chini and Chino XL. DIY My Life 2023. Melissa EK1DL. Thank you all for becoming members of the family. Actually, I lied. You're welcome to the family, and I appreciate you for being here and love y'all that you got a membership. You need to thank Blue Bayou Chick. Bayou? I want to go down to the Bayou. Shit. Like, for real, for real. Emily sees fake Siggy. Well, I have a surprise for you guys, too. So, you know how everybody always does. MJ, listen to me right the fuck now. All right? Want to fight? You want to fight? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Anyway. Oh! Well, looks like I just bumped to the bottom of the chat. So, I won't be going through, do you have an email I can send you something to? Yes, of course I do, love. Hold on. What was I going to say? I am going to do the Legos. Do we know if Aiden's doing a show tomorrow? I highly doubt he's going to do it Sunday because it's Easter. But hi, Jody. Welcome to the chat. And if I miss anybody after dark, hey, baby. And if I missed anybody saying hello, I'm sorry. I love you all. Thank you for being here. If I missed you, please say something so I can say hi because I love you all. You're the best. Like, seriously, I can't believe you did that. Thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships. Blew by you. Hippie! My girl. In the stereo, it's MC causing my baby. What up? What up, gangster? What up, gangster? We don't play that. Oh my god. I just got a screenshot. Someone said MLF drunk bitch plans on going live at the hearing. Somehow don't think she's going to be able to do that. Esty said, let's all go field trip. I know a great place to grab lunch. For fuck's sake. Oy vey. Oh my god, Jody. I love you. I love you. No, it's literally... Sorry, we got questions with an S. 24@gmail.com. If I fucked up that first one, sorry about that. My bad. We got questions. It's like literally the name of the... What did I write the first time? I probably fucked it up. My bad. Yes, I did. My bad. Sorry about that. I'll delete that comment. Thank you for verifying. Jody, you're the best. Thanks, baby. I love you. Ruby Two Shoes, baby. Oh, my girl Shirley's here. What's up, love? Miss Savala. One of my favorites. Regular RN, hello, welcome. Thank you for being here. Jody got it. Yeah, Jody gifted Ruby Two Shoes, double espresso, Chia, so I don't know if it's Chia D80 or Chi AD80 but then you got Lisa D3172 and then you got Veronique V4465. Thank you guys for being here. Now you're officially a part of the family for like a couple of months or something. I honestly have to figure out how they work. The hearing is April 8th. Aiden mentioned on Silk Skulls we wanted to cover Forensic Chicks Saturday, and you might use Rumble to avoid copy. Ooh. Sounds lovely. Isn't it sad that I don't even know if I know to cover Forensic Chicks? Oh, the Forensic 4. Fucking weenies. Fridge Baker 69. How you doing, love? How you doing? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Don't you know? MJ, love. What are you doing to me? You're gonna give me a fucking heart attack. Holy shit. Genuine. Love that name. Dr. Trey 7. Seen her in here before. Chrissy in the woo. I'm going to assume she means the Worcester. Casper 24/7. Cheryl Urbano H2K, baby. Thank you all for being members of our little family here. I appreciate you all. I love you all. Jody, thank you. MJ, thank you. You people are amazing. I suck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't want anyone to get in trouble with me. Erin, haha. No one pronounces the ah. What did Erin say? Was she being fresh? the way you say Savala. That's not even it, though, I don't even think. And she's like, yeah. And she's like, my name's Shirley. I was like, oh, my bad. But every time she said hi to me in the chat, I'd be like, save LAR81, because you know you're on your phone. It sucks, man. It sucks. The dirty woo. I love it. Yo, what's up with that? Causey G, what are you doing? You trying to give me a heart attack? I love you. Thank you. You're the best, Papa. Handsome bastard. So we got Starbright 3237, Michelle Belodois, I think, 9787, Sherry Ann BF5F, and then we got quote from Cupcake, Sherilyn, and then we have JEH0362. Enjoy your memberships, you beautiful people. I know, unreal. You guys are amazing. Woobin, give me 1 second. Or was it fucking Winthrop? But Baby Daddy recommended that I do a deep dive on it, and he said it would be good for the channel, and he thought you people would agree. So let's see. Yes, Cursey Nursey, isn't that lovely? Make it green. Make it green. You guys are amazing. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you. Amazing. Side-eye Jess. Mandy Betts, what's up? Thanks for being here. Miss Jess, hey boo. Nightmare, what up? And don't call her Night, M-E-R-E, all right? It's Nightmare, M-A-R-E, all right? Fuck around and find out. Okay? Okay. I love you guys. Genuine. Yes, yes. Never stop with the accent. It's fire. Thank you. I love you. Visited an island and found family roots in County Antrim near Belfast. While they learned I had Scottish roots too. I can show you guys something cool actually about myself. Hold on. Well, in general. There was something else I wanted to tell you guys. I forget. You know, it's funny. I was like looking online last night. So Anthony, I've told you guys before how like his dad's side of the family is fucking huge. He has like 80 something first cousins, right? Fine, no big deal. Not close to any of them. On his mother's side, he has not nearly as many cousins, but he has a good amount of cousins. Everybody has cousins, right? Well, not everybody, but hi Maureen, hey Behaba, Angie M again, my girl. Behaba, Miss Jess, Genuine, you guys are great. Thank you for being here. So he has a cousin on his mom's side. Crack is whack, 420. You're the hater all the time. Every time. I know you don't like me. You come in here and you say that. And then you go, I'm just kidding, Erica. I love you. And then you say something else. And then you get mean. I don't know. Still trying to figure it out. We'll see. Will creep show up to my meet and greet? Oh, there she is. Look at that pretty kooky Jamie James is in the house. There she is, guys. Don't you know? Hi, hater. But I know. I'm just fucking with you. So Anthony's cousin, now let me think. So it's Anthony's first cousin's daughter. She, you know the song, You're a Jerk, I know. You're a jerk, I know. Wah, 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 wah. They're called the New Boys, I believe. One of them's name is, it's like Earl J and some, what the other fucking kid's name? I looked it up last night. Because I was like, I saw something that made me think about it. What is it? Earl Benjamin and Dominic Legacy Thomas. However, so they became famous, and that shit came, it wasn't even the 90s, babe. It was like early 2000s, dude. Not even the 90s, dude. Early, yeah, like not even early 2000. I think it was like, yeah, 2008, 2013. Like, I think when let me see, what happened to the New Boys? They split up in 2013. So, active from, yeah, 08 to 2013. Then I think they tried to make a comeback in 2022. Anywho, hear me out. Well, yeah, you're funny though. The more people from Mass that I meet, the more accents I hear. What deciphers it? I honestly, it's got to be the coastline. Like she's down south. She's on the South Shore. Like I'm technically, I'm in the middle, but I'm on the North Shore. I got a Boston accent. I think obviously, and that's the other thing. Like when I say like, oh, Boston, like it's like you bought something, Bough. Like people like it's not BAH, Boston. No, that's no, never. So maybe it was fucking Woburn. Did something just happen, Chrissy? Like in Woburn, and this young kid was arrested, and it was like it's something fucked up. I gotta ask Anthony. But anyways, put a pin in it. I didn't finish my story. Anthony's cousin, so Anthony's first cousin's daughter, has 2 children with one of the new boys. Isn't that fucking weird? Isn't that nuts? Isn't that nuts? Ernie, I'm dead ass not even trying to do these shows this late. Like I really would like to get them done in the morning. It's just I'm adjusting. I'm adjusting. We're going through an adjustment period right now. You know exactly what I'm talking about because you're going through your own adjustment period right now. So you know the dealie. You know the dealie. My brother from another mother. All right. Emily, EC. I am checking my email. That is not my email. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? What? You're a jerk. I know. I'm a SS to NS back to SO. I'm a South Shore to North Shore back to South Shore girly. Oh yeah? Where you oh, excuse me. Ooh. Ooh. Yikes. Yeah, it is New England, but I definitely don't sound like Jess, which is funny. Crack is whack. Wow, what about South Boston? And then like it's funny because Karen Reed sounds different too. Oh, what is this? What do we have here? It says sorry, the file you requested does not exist, Emily. It won't let me open it. Just so you know. It says Google Drive when I clicked it. Sorry, the file you requested does not exist. Make sure that you have the correct URL and that the file exists. You're the best, Causey. Thank you so much. Seriously. He's like one of the first ones that ever offered to like help me too. Asked if I needed anything. It's appreciated, believe me. She said dingle. Maybe a dingle ate your baby. I'm just kidding. I never heard different accents until the cat case, but I had to really listen for it. Erica sounds so normal to me. I love you for that. Thank you, Caroline. You're the best. Bailey love, my Bailey love. I need you. Oh. There was a human trafficking going on in Woburn at the Doghouse Bar when I lived there. Really interesting. No, he said it to me last night. I appreciate you. I got to show you something before I get off. And then remember, we're gonna do one old school Turtleboy story before we get done. Hold on 1 second. Babe, remember the other day you told me about that story about that young kid, and you said it would probably be a good story to dive into? From where? So he punched a kid. The kid went down on the ice. The kid ended up dying. They went to press charges, but didn't. Come to find out, the kid who hit him, his father's friends with Haley. Yeah, no fucking, of course. Because of course she is. Okay, he is. Whatever. Bunch of fucking crooked motherfuckers. Oi vey. Oi fucking vey. That's gonna be a sticker too. That's gonna be a sticker too. Oi vey. Hold on. Oi vey. We need to do put a pin in it. Put a pin in it. What else? Anything else? Oh, what's up, kid? Huh. No, he did, but like, why wasn't anything done about it? He did cover it, absolutely. But that's what he was just saying, like, why isn't anybody asking that, like, Mara Haley, like, why did you do that? Like, why, shit like that. I don't know if that was the one he was talking about, though. I feel like he was talking about another one. No shitheads. I'm upstairs in Kylo's room. You guys are fresh. They're not keeping him outside. If anything, he'd be keeping me outside, you fucking assholes. No, he's downstairs. Oh my god, I'm like so far away from my computer. I don't understand how you can hear me eating ice. I'm so sorry. They're gonna be making fun of me on Twitter again, calling me. I don't even know what they called me the last time. It's funny. Shut up, Jody. Hey, Anthony, remember? All right. Let's go. Somebody in the chat, give me, if you are an old school Turtleboy, even if you're not, give me one of your favorite nicknames that you've heard him call somebody. I'm going to write it down, and then I'm going to search it on his page, and then every episode needs Erica yelling to Anthony. What? You know what's funny? Someone had said that in the comment a couple of episodes back. They were like, I love how she just asks him and he knows the answer. I'm like, guys, listen. You got 20 years. We got to bounce shit off of each other, right? So I have my girl, my beautiful friend here, Sierra. Thank you, love. I love that you're here. Cheese hog. Cheese hog. Is that the first one I seen? Yep, cheese hog. Cheese hog it is. And you know who it's going to be about. You know who it's going to fucking be about. This fucking bitch. I hope it is too, because I don't like this hoe. I don't like what. No, save them. So next, whoever says it first. Dump trucks, Sharon LeBerry. Whoever said yeah, I'm almost sure it was Jeno. So I have a Sonic Ice Machine. Crotch Goblins are one of the best. Seaman Demon. Oh yeah, save them. So whoever shouts it out first in the chat, that's the word we're gonna look for, but I gotta keep a tab. What did we do last night? I wrote it down. It was, did I write it down? Oh, Spunk. Was it Spunk something or other? Oh. Jizz Donkey, Spunk Guzzler, and how the fuck do you say that bitch's last name? Why Wecky? Why Wiki? Why Wecky? I don't get it. Whatever. What the fuck ever. Oh, hello. We have more people here. Hello, Titan. Hello. Thanks for being here, love. Crotch Root, one of the best. Fopbox. Oh, one of the absolute best. Who said that? Where are you? Hi, Palcat. You're new here. Hey, Red. There was Fooper one. Yeah, I mean, I have a fucking... They could say I have a Fooper. Just kidding. Fooper Sloth, fucking Gutter Muppet, fucking Fooper Computer, Fooper Wi-Fi. That was like one of the best. Happy Easter. I love you. Thank you for being here, my babes. Titan Uranus. Or is it Titan Uranus? I'll have to think back on my favorite. Yeah. Oh no. And that's the thing. We'll start. Wait. What was that one? What was the one I just saw? Yeah, Fupasaurus. And then there's like he does like platypus. Cheryl with an S. Happy Easter, baby. I love you. Savila, Fupacabra. Yo, she did not break out the Fupacabra. Yes, 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 yes. Lisa Oaks, Mama, I love you. I just saw a picture of me and you the other day. I love you, Judy. Jody, rather. Judy. Jody. Miss Jody. Yeah, I have a fucking sonic ice machine and I'm exhausted, literally trying to keep myself awake. I went to Catholic school and they wouldn't let us pronounce it Uranus. We had to say Uranus or else we get to oh, I bet. Absolutely. Chupacabra is a big well, no, I think that's a chupacabra, but yes, both. Probably. MC. Causey. G. Hype. Oh! It's the Hyde Park Meth Mongoose. Guys, put a pin in those, because I'm telling you. Alright, so what was the first one? What did she say? Cheese hog. Alright, hold on. So we're gonna go. We're gonna go right now. We're gonna go right now. Once you pop the ball, don't stop. Cheese hog is what one of a fucking day. Oh, I fall, fucking forget to share the fucking screen. Cheese hog. This is on the old page too, so it's gonna be good. Ooh, we got some good ones, guys. Oh, it's like a treasure trove. I'm so what? What are those? What are those? They don't even look good. Oh my god. Viral ginger cheese hog who flipped out on a couple for kissing in public is an amateur porn star with quite a past. Woof. Oh no. See, I gotta be careful. Oh. One night I went through like his old school, like a list of Ratchet Madness, because I don't know every single part, you know what I mean? And I like went through and I read like 10 fucking stories one night and then 10 stories the next night. There she is, Miss Cheese Hog herself. Fucking hater. This is who we're gonna talk about. Everybody. So everybody. Oh, do you guys want me to show you my surprise that I found today? That I think everybody will think is funny and is gonna laugh at, because our whole little, walk the walk thing on top of I need to make shoes. Like I need to make you'll see why. We'll talk about it after. All right. You guys here? You guys here? Is everybody here? Is everybody listening? Please tell me if you're listening or not. Can you hear me? Okay. Hi, Lisa. Do you guys remember who this bitch is? She was like up there with fucking what's her face? I think she was friends with fuckface there. Oh, what's her? Monica Cannon-Grant. Queen Cheese Hog Dee Delgado is back, and she's to spit in Boston cops' food because of a letter they wrote to the teachers union. I remember this dirty fucking pig. She's a fucking douchebag. Yes, she fucking is. Wait a minute though. So last night we did the girl in the green hat, right? Was green hat. Hold on, sorry guys. Bonnie. Bonnie Smith, because we're gonna make a fucking chat later. Green hat Bonnie Smith. That was like the tip thing, but also the dead affair in the basement thing. Yeah, crazy. But it was Bonnie Smith. What the fuck was her real name? Jacqueline. Jacqueline. So that was the first one we did, and she was a spunk guzzler. Is that what she was, or was she a jizz donkey? So that's what we need. I need somebody to help me, remind me of that. Do we know? Do we know? Hi, Kevin from South Boston. How you doing, honey? Good to see you. Oh, Nan. You said that, so. Hello. Can anybody answer? Anybody answer? Anybody answer? Spunk guzzler. Thank you, Eden. Okay, so Bonnie Smith was the spunk guzzler. All right, so spunk guzzler equals Bonnie Smith / Jacqueline, whatever the fuck her name is. And then tonight was Cheese Hog by the one and only Jen-O. Thank you, Jen. Thank you very much. And we got the one and only fucking Didi Del Gato. Gato. Smells like El Gatos. Smells like her fucking cheese toes. Didi Del Cheese Toes. Anywho, how's everybody doing? We all good? Wareham Welfare Wombat. That sounds fucking crazy. Okay, so yes, Jody, I don't know if you were here last night, so we have decided that after I do my quote, I'm going to read one article from the Turtleboy graveyard, essentially, like the Turtleboy, like old school idea, like just because, like, so everybody can kind of get a like, because not everybody knows like what he used to write about, and not everybody understands like the way they've come after him too, you know. All right, let's get through this real quick. Guess who's back? See, I gotta find the first one. Yep, it's everyone's. Now look at her. Look at her. God bless her. Love the confidence. Good for her. I feel like she probably stinks in the armpit area, but that's just me. That's just me. I'm not trying to be mean. All right. Yep, it's everyone's favorite, perpetually unemployed Black Lives Matter cheese hog, Didi Delgado, a woman who makes white women pay her reparations once a week and comment with "done for Didi" as a receipt. A woman who wouldn't help one of her own supporters going through a tough time because she was white, despite collecting over $2,000 in one day in reparations. A woman who once published an article on Medium.com in which she urged white people to murder their uncles, steal his money, and give it to black women. Oh, okay. Okay. Medium.com. Give black women and femmes all your money. No surprise here, folks. Buy somebody groceries. Pay somebody's rent. Hire a black woman in management, especially since black women keep saving your asses. Add a black mom to your family's phone plan. If you're broke, find some other privilege you've got and go share that. Got a car? Help provide transportation to a black family. Got a spare room? Let a black woman crash. Got 6 hours? Offer to babysit. Got Netflix? Give me your password. Got a rich uncle? Kill him and use the inheritance to bail 1,000 black women out of jail. Just do something. We need to focus on the most marginalized, if something, I can't read that part, to get free. Well, she's back publishing on Medium.com, and this time she's urging food workers to spit in food that they make for Boston police officers in light of their recent objection to the Boston Teachers Union supporting of the Black Lives Matter terrorist network. Okay. It's all, I forgot the dates of these. Yeah, 2020. As long-time resident of Roxbury and as a black woman, I want the food service workers who feed Boston cops to know this letter is blatantly spitting in the ingredients of racial justice and the broader fight for civil rights. The BPPA is spewing and regurgitating dangerous rhetoric that will potentially contaminate the futures of black youth in Boston. Okay, hold on one second. Okay. Thanks, babe. He just sent me the link. Okay, so he said it because he's the only one that can get through my fucking do not disturb thing too, which is funny. Him and Kyla. But no charges because his daddy dates Haley's sister. That's what it was. Wild. 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 I don't get it. I just don't get it. So anyway, sorry about that. The BPPA is spewing and regurgitating dangerous rhetoric that will potentially contaminate the futures of black youth in Boston. They've metaphorically taken a message of hope and equality and dropped it on the floor and dragged it across the tiles with their filthy shoes. Then the BPA repackaged their gross messaging as something savory and served it to us with a smile. So here's some food for thought. If Boston police are drooling and sneezing all over our rights, hacking right in them when nobody's looking, we have an obligation to give them their just desserts. And I know I can count on the food service workers of Boston to do just that. Question, what exactly do you have to do to get published on medium.com? Will they publish anything? Can ISIS use this as a recruiting tool? Can pedophiles use it to pick up dates? Well, obviously nothing gets by an editor. She's literally urging people to spit in cops' food. Hey, Dee Dee, maybe you should spit on your own food instead of covering it in blue cheese. You are a disgusting, vile waste of space, lots of space. And the best thing that could happen to your poor daughter, who you named after a country and who will grow up not knowing who her father is, would be if you finally went to jail for fraud so she could have a chance at getting a real mom. Get fucked, you worthless pile of shit. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone but cops. Done for Dee Dee. Wait, what did she write? After donate and share, done for Dee Dee. Oh my God. Oh, Egypt. Yes. Yes, she had people donate for her daughter's first birthday. Sorry. Hi, Kai. What's going on, girl? How you living on this Friday night? Oh, the Glare is here? G Money's here? Oh, shit. Yeah, he is. What up, Glare? How you doing, baby? But anyways, yeah, I'll never forget, right here. This is the one that, I'll never, ever fucking forget, okay? Help buy Egypt a car seat for their first birthday. $11,000. Okay? Here's $8 or more per month. Give me $8 for no reason at all. I owe reparations, $10 or more per month. Alleviate some white guilt. You can tell people we had a threesome. You can say the N-word during rap songs as long as nobody else can hear you. Advanced preview of articles and op-eds. So, all right, number 4 for her. Commit yourself to hating cops and troops more. However, this is her. However much you hate the police, double it. Then double it again. Stop praising cops altogether. Stop sharing feel-good cop stories and photos. Stop calling the police on people of color. Stop pretending cops are here to help. They're not. And when the revolution comes, you know the revolution we pretend to want. It will be the cops and military beating our asses in the streets like they beat black and brown folks every day. Fuck the police and fuck the troops. We've been brainwashed since birth to think that's blasphemy. It's not. This is about the I'm gonna say oppression, maybe compromising on military and law enforcement. This episode of Turtleboy Live is brought to you by the good folks at Garage Doors Plus. Yeah, so insane, right? In fucking sane. I remember going at it with a couple of people in this fucking comment section. It's so funny. People used to get so mad. So mad. And they used to say crazy fucking shit, though. Like, crazy shit. See, nobody really... I might have used my real name, to be honest. Who knows? I'm fucking stupid like that. But anyways, that's Cheese Hog fucking Dee Delgado. I knew she was going to come up once you said that. I knew it. Haverhill plus-size pinata threatens to shoot President Trump over new law forcing able-bodied cheese hogs to work 20 hours a week to get food stamps. Plus-size Antifa therapist Cheese Hog is also good friends with Salem Mayor Kim Driscoll and local free speech Nazi Jeff Cohen. Plus-size Salem Antifa Cheese Hog, who is also a therapist, wisely announces that she's in Antifa, went to fuck shit up at straight pride parade, threatens women and children. Oh my god. Fucking cheese hogs, huh? Alright, let me check Kylie's email, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so tomorrow we will do another one. Whoa. When was this? It's today. 3rd, right? Well, technically the 4th. Dude, I have to clean my fucking email out so bad. So bad. It's so fucking bad. Alright. MJ, you're the best. I love you. Okay, I did not get another email. I did get another email. Hold on one second. Emily tried to send this again. Let's see if it works. There we go. I think it might work. Open. What am I listening to here? I don't even know. Hold on. Hold on, Johnny. Hold on, Johnny. Oh. It is a space, love. It is a fucking space. Huh. Don't you know? What the fuck? Let's see what it is.
Was pretending to be Aiden Carney and had his phone in his face, and he was standing there, and that the thing happened with the girl when she walked up, and Jay Brill kind of like at the last minute put his hand up to deflect the phone from hitting him.
Right.
And Turtleboy starts screaming on his thing, he just assaulted a teenage girl. He just assaulted a teenage girl.
Right.
And I'm like, you're trying to get him arrested.
Right.
Like, you're hoping that someone comes over and arrests him because he was
can hear that?
Asking
and
questions.
So, right. And you're supposed to be this big free speech warrior, and you're supposed to be against people who are getting falsely accused of crimes and framed. Like, everything that you say that you're against,
right,
you're trying to use the government, you're trying to use the state now,
right,
to be your weapon. So he is the corruption.
Yeah.
Like, that's what lost me completely. And then that was the last straw for me. And I'm like, I'm done.
Well, you know, when one of the big things for me is when he lied about Enrique Delgado Garcia. And he said, I got it from a reliable source that he had a brain aneurysm. That's it. Case closed. I don't want to hear another word about it.
Right.
And so everybody scurried. Like, because nobody's story could be bigger than his.
It's so weird. I mean, the number of provable lies, like, over and over and over again, and I'm not just talking about Wednesday, But the number of provable lies over and over and over again, it's really like bizarre. And I do think it's just because he gets away with it. So he's gotten to the point now where he's like, I just say whatever I want.
Right.
And that's what the truth is going to be. It doesn't matter what the truth is. I'm the arbiter of the truth. You know?
Right. And
Jason,
trust me, bro, I have receipts, but never actually, you know.
I think
Right.
what I was saying before that kind of ties into this is what he was saying about Meredith or he knows he did record Karen and Julie, but they have to play ball, and he just believes that they won't play ball.
I did hear that, and I agreed with what you were saying there, which is also like strangely intimidating, right? Like there's nothing you can do about it, right? I'm going to do this to you, and there's nothing you can do about it because you can't be in an adversarial legal position with.
All right, hold on. Sorry. All right, sorry. I think this was part 2. Hold on one second. She sent me part 1. Do you guys want to listen to it? Are you guys down to listen to it? I didn't hear it, so I guess it was public, right? So I guess it's okay if we listen to it. I mean, whatever. No, it's okay, Emily. Don't be sorry. It's all right. My bad. I didn't even see that it said part 2. That's my own fault. That's my fault. Sorry, babe. My bad. So we're going to close that for now. Give me 1 second. Sorry. Redacted, doing redacted. Hello. I think you might be new here. Thank you for being here. Oasis Cat. Hey, babe. Okay, I think I have part 1 up, babe. Give me 1 second. Yes, Emily did that. She's really good at that. She's really good to me with that kind of stuff, and I really appreciate it, honestly. All right, you guys can wait a minute. No, that's not what I want you to see. Stop sharing. This is what I want you to see. So it's the actual drive itself. There we go. There we go. And I hate this too because sometimes on Spaces you can't see who's talking. It like doesn't update properly, you know? Alright, I'm gonna play this. A couple minutes long. I'll stop in a couple minutes. Just give me 1 minute, alright?
There's stuff going on, or he does this, but it always ends up back in the same place. Like he's destined to kind of just be who he is,
Yeah.
and that's why like this guy should have been like based on the hand up. Like let's be real, his participation in this was not for Karen, it was for him,
Right.
But when you see this, like he should have been able to parlay this into something,
Right.
like he should have been getting national media coverage more often. He should have been doing more shows, but he's just not going to ever. He's going to be himself, and that's going to basically disqualify him. You can't call the mother of the murder victim the C word,
Right.
and think that you're going to be hanging out on court TV every day after that. Like it's just
Right.
not going to work.
Or the personal relationship drama and all that stuff. It's like, of course, like mainstream media is gonna stay clear of you. Like, come on, it's like it's a bit much.
I also just wanted to say real quick, there's actually more to it than that, because I do have, I have a friend with really good contacts in the Boston media,
Mm-hmm.
and they basically say, like, because there was a big question at the time, like everyone says, oh, hey, like, why aren't they covering his case? Like, why aren't they covering his case? Why aren't they covering his? Well, the reason
Right.
is that even during their Karen Reed coverage, they actually track these kind of demographics. And what was happening is every time they featured the aspects of the case that involved him,
Mm-hmm.
they were actually losing viewers. Then they were pissing off their viewers. They were
Right.
pissing off their thing. Like people look at Turtleboy like he's this god, but like he's like less than 0.1% of the Boston media market alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's not really, this is like a cult following, and which is very fitting because they're like a cult.
Right.
But he's not popular in the mainstream, and he never will be.
Yeah.
Because
I
most
agree.
people, like most normal people who look at this are like, who the F is this guy? Like, what is
Right.
this going on? Like, you watch him at first and, he gives a good speech and he does this stuff. And then it's like, oh, and he got arrested on Christmas Eve because against the advice of his attorneys and against the advice of the defendant who he claimed to be representing and all these other things, he goes to this house and he doesn't just show up and ask questions about, what did they ask you in this subpoena, which is dumb to do anyway, but he
Right.
goes there, he's intimate with her. There's an altercation. There's like all of this. He loves to say that I'm all about drama, but his entire existence is drama.
Right. Right.
By the way, I just wanted to add, I popped in because I wanted to, I'm not going to answer any specific questions about anything that's happening with that case. I'm definitely a witness and I definitely don't want to, I don't want to litigate any of that here, but I
Right.
did like the conversation that you guys were having just before I requested, which is, YBE, can you remind me what you were talking about? It was a legal concept. Hang on.
Oh, the difference between a restraining order and the 209A, right?
Yeah, so there is the 209A and the 258E or whatever, the harassment prevention order, and they are wildly different. For a 209A, that wasn't the exact question, but for a 209A, you have to have some kind of relationship, like a family relationship
Right.
or a significant dating relationship,
Mhm.
and the 258E, the harassment prevention order is different, which is why it's actually harder to get, because you have to demonstrate 3 distinct separate instances of this kind of harassment, and it can't be like just like, oh, someone went at me all day and said 3 things about me. It has to be, I think they do this to preserve the, or they'd have lawsuits everywhere and never
Right.
be able to handle the number. But
Right.
so it's a little bit different, but a 209A is geared toward people who were in a significant dating relationship or spouses or family members or something along those lines.
Right. Yeah.
There was another question. You were talking about a legal theory. I don't remember what it was.
There was a question about whether they both can get their orders approved on each other, right?
They both can.
Yeah.
It's entirely up to the discretion of the judge. They can do it. They can do either. They can do both. They can do none.
Right.
They literally could deny both of them orders. Like it's really it's kind of anything goes. It's really all at the discretion of the judge.
Yeah.
Was that the question? I don't remember. I'm honestly stoned right now.
It wasn't. No, you were talking about, I know, and my ADHD kicked in, right? So you were talking about something, and I wish I remembered what it was.
Jack, help us.
I will say that there was some other discussion about how he always ends up in this position, and he comes back into court and he does these restraining order hearings and he does all that. In this case, he was very clear that he's bringing Bradel because of the fact that he's out on bond. He can't afford to have an order entered against him.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess my comment to that is, well, then you probably should disengage in the behavior that has led to you getting a temporary order and what hopefully will become a year-long order against you, but
I don't think he cares. I don't think he cares. I think he's completely delusional to the fact that I think he is like so into himself that he thinks that he'll never go to jail.
He it really is interesting because I actually, it's weird, right? Because I generally like people who push the envelope. Like, I think that's a good quality in some ways, but in his case, it's just always done in the dumbest of ways. Like, I'm not going to get into any of the specifics of what happened in the 24 to 48 hours after Meredith's order was announced, but it was dumb. It was real dumb.
Right.
And I do remember one thing you guys were talking about, YB, you were saying like, you can't listen to him. I cannot.
Oh, that was me. I can't listen to. I don't watch it
sorry, Drea. I don't either. But what I do is I will download I'll download a transcript.
Yeah.
I'll read it. I can read it. Like, I downloaded the transcript of his Turtle Club last night,
Mm-hmm.
and like I'm laughing because it was. I'm not going to again go into details, but let's just say the story was not exactly correct in the way that it was told. But and I certainly have never lied to the police. But we, when I was listening to it, I'm just like listening to it, and I'm like, if you accepted like the things that he's saying are true, he said enough things in there about his actions that I'm like, you could actually take this alone, just his narrative
Right.
of what he's saying he did, surrounding, like, let's say my interview with the lieutenant in Holden, and I get a lot of comments where people are like, "Oh, you ran to the police." No, he made them call me, and I had to talk to the guy 4 times as a result of the incessant things, and so it's just like you see these situations, and it really is. It really is kind of amazing because he kind of lives in this fantasy world where and I can tell you for a fact that when he gets like, he's like a dog with a bone.
Mm-hmm.
So when he gets on that, he'll call those cops like 6 times, 7 times, 8 times a day, and he'll hammer on them till they either eventually do what he wants or tell him to go the fuck away. It really is.
He
It's
is
kind
the
and
corruption.
he that to me, and I'm still not going into, I'm not telling the detailed story yet.
Right.
Maybe I will after Wednesday, but that to me, it was the Jay Brill thing that was the straw that broke the camel's back for me, because it's so funny. So something happened in the context of that started me down the path of like, wait a minute, like, that's who this guy is. We all know. I'm not revealing anything by saying that he lobbied the police to file charges against her, right? Like, we've all seen that it's been released, like a document that he wrote or
Right.
whatever. So I'm not going to get into the details of that, but that was one. Then when the Ray from Dallas thing happened, the only thing that I was calling for was like, don't Ray from Dallas gets due process, but so does this other guy.
Right.
Like, Alex gets due process too. Like, we don't know what happened
Right.
because we weren't there. So everyone jumps right in. And all of the things that I could see Alex doing, I'm like, well, that's actually consistent with a childhood victim
Right.
of sexual assault.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's exactly they frequently report as a third party. So I'm looking at all this stuff and I'm like, so I was advising him, and this is where we had our first kind of big public thing, other than his insistence that I denounce Meredith. But I was like, hey, this is a dumb position for, I heard about what he was going to do, that he was going to have this show and he was going to come after Alex, and he was going to do this. And I'm like, you shouldn't do this. You should actually not take sides and call for due process for everybody. And you should take a step back from this, because you're going to piss off a whole bunch of sexual assault survivors who are going to see this
Right.
and be really offended. So I was just giving him advice from the perspective of like, this is just a bad position for you to be in. Like, you don't have to do that. But he's so obsessed with taking out Meredith.
Right.
And Ray from Dallas was the one that was what they're doing. So I actually said that, like I said, you should consider whether your support for him is based on the fact that he's saying what you want him to say about Meredith.
Right. Yeah.
He didn't like that. And then so I was working, I was listening, and I heard it happen, and I heard what he did, and I texted him and I said something along the lines of, "What are you, a fucking moron? Like, what are you doing? Like, I already told you that this was going to backfire on you. Like, why would you do this or whatever?" And then that's the one he read out on the air. And like, I frequently would send him messages, like they weren't for public consumption, and I couldn't figure out why he'd want to embarrass himself by reading that out loud.
Right.
And then we ended up by having a whole conversation where he was telling me how his feelings were hurt. Basically, he wouldn't say those words, And I said, "Oh my God," I'm like, "Do you not have any male friends?" I'm like, "The worst things that anyone has ever said to me are my friends."
Right.
And I say to them, and then the third one was the Jay Brill thing, when he was standing out in front of that court and Jay Brill was pretending to be Aiden Carney and had his phone in his face, and he was standing there.
Yeah, this is wild, dude. especially because, like, you know, like, I knew this guy, like, I thought I did, you know. It's just, it's very odd. Very odd. The whole situation. Why is my inbox blue? I don't like that. Okay. All right, now part 2. You guys want to listen to part 2? Part 2 is Part 2 is 11 minutes long, and then I'm gonna show you guys something funny, and then we're gonna go to bed, okay? Or no, I don't know. Yes.
That court, and Jay Brill was pretending to be Aiden Carney and had his phone in his face, and he was standing there, and that the thing happened with the girl when she walked up, and Jay Brill kind of like at the last minute put his hand up to deflect the phone from hitting him.
Right.
And Turtleboy starts screaming on his thing, he just assaulted a teenage girl. He just assaulted a teenage girl.
Right.
And I'm like, you're trying to get him arrested.
Right.
Like, you're hoping that someone comes over and arrest him because he was speaking.
Asking
And
questions.
so, right. And,
Yeah.
and you're supposed to be this big free speech warrior, and you're supposed to be against people who are getting falsely accused of crimes and framed. Like, everything that you say that you're against,
Right.
you're trying to use the government, you're trying to use the state now
Right.
to be your weapon. So he is the corruption.
Yeah.
Like, that's what lost me completely. And then that was the last straw for me. And I'm like, I'm done.
Well, you know, when one of the big things for me is when he lied about Enrique Delgado Garcia. And
Yep.
he said, I got it from a reliable source that he had a brain aneurysm. That's it. Case closed. I don't want to hear another word about it.
Right.
And so everybody just scurried. Like, because nobody's story could be bigger than his.
It's so weird. I mean, the number of provable lies, like, over and over and over again, and I'm not just talking about Wednesday, but the number of provable lies over and over and over again, it's really, like, bizarre. And I do think it's just because he gets away with it. So he's gotten to the point now where he's like, I just say whatever I want.
Right.
And that's what the truth is going to be. It doesn't matter what the truth is. I'm the arbiter of the truth. You know?
Right. And
Jason,
trust me, bro, I have receipts, but never actually, you know.
I think what I was saying before that kind of ties into this is what he was saying about Meredith, or he knows he did record Karen and Julie, but they have to play ball, and he just believes that they won't play ball.
I did hear that, and I agreed with what you were saying there, which is also, like, strangely intimidating, right? Like, there's nothing you can do about it, right? I'm going to do this to you, and there's nothing you can do about it because you can't be in an adversarial legal position with me right now because we have this other stuff going on. But the truth is some of the follow-on text messages, I don't know what's been released versus what I've seen. And this has nothing to do with Meredith. This is stuff that has now come out through the, like the Joe Flipperhead text and things like that I've seen. And some of the texts that I've seen are very clear. Like, he immediately flipped on the opportunity to try to use Recording Gate to force Karen to join his documentary. We need to be on the same page now. We need to do this. And you have an opportunity to do that, but you're not signing on. You know what I mean? And so the people that have the theory about the recording, if you look at the first recording when it went to Joe Flipperhead, the first public recording, I should say, when it went to Joe Flipperhead and Joe Flipperhead distributed it widely, the text message that told him, hey, go check your email, was written, it looks like Ghetto Mello wrote it. Like, it really is the same.
Dude, when you said that last night, I was like, what? And I looked at it and I was like, bro, he's right.
Yeah. It's like the same thing, right? So I'm just like, but no, granted,
trying to pretend to be someone that, like, pretend like, oh, yo, bro.
It could be. I'm not saying it's true, but I'm saying it makes a lot of sense because
a lot of sense.
That clip being released that's out there that has everything to now. I also like O-box theory too. So like I don't know. I'm undecided. But that clip followed with the emails that followed on or whatever else, or the text messages that were going back and forth. Was him. He was shooting his shot to try and basically, hey, like, we need to present a unified front now. And the way that you could do that is by signing on to this documentary project. And so the one thing that I can say for sure, just from the time that I've been associated with him, the people, like the audience, you don't get anything. Like, you don't see like what's behind the curtain. You know what I mean? Like there is so much going on and everything is purposeful. Everything has a reason. Oh, I do remember what I wanted to say because you guys were talking about the sources and the extraction. He blows his own sources. He did. Did I lose audio?
No, you're
Can
good.
anybody hear me?
No,
Oh,
we can
good.
hear you.
He blows his own sources all the time. Look at the woman of the Paul O'Keefe thing or whatever else. The second that she wasn't on his side, she was the enemy and she was a target. The second you say something that he doesn't agree with, or you don't denounce who he wants you to, he doesn't care if you're a source. He's gonna say your name everywhere. He's gonna make you the target. He's gonna hold you up for ridicule, and he knows it. He knows exactly what he's doing. It's not a, he likes to say, oh, just because I have a large platform, like I don't get free speech or whatever. Harassment's not free speech. Intentionally using your audience to target others, that's not free speech. Your words are the vehicle that you're using to enact the harassment, but the harassment is the action. That's the goal. And so when you do it in such a way that you're intentionally seeking that outcome, that's not free speech.
Yeah, to me that's very clear. Again, I've like dealt with like communities like this before, and like the writers though, like sometimes I'm like, do they actually not get it, or are they also just trolling me? Like yesterday, I think there was someone who was like, his audience isn't him, like, and that he didn't directly say, go attack her work, like things like that. And I'm just like, do you think the judge is dumb?
Well,
Like, do
I
they
think
they're
everyone
like
needs,
listening to them and like, oh yeah, you didn't say
again,
like that. Imagine if that's how fraud works, like bribes work. Like you always have to say directly, "Here, Jason, take this money. I want you to do this political favor." Like, and that needs to be written exactly. Otherwise, it's not.
Right. You got to have it has to be a contract, right? Like the only way. But this is the thing too, right? Because here's the bottom line: everyone keeps saying, "Oh, well, this happened in November," and shit. No, this had been happening since basically the third and fourth weeks of September. Like, this is the subject of the stuff that the restraining order is based on, is stuff that happened basically right after recording gate, within the week or two after on. So everyone's like, well, the third week in November. Oh, what about the fourth week in September and the 4 weeks of October? And like, this is stuff that had been going on and on and on. So if you go back and you look, you can see, oh, look, all of a sudden Jess Machado's doing shows and Jimmy's doing shows and Nurse Kim's doing shows and all of this stuff. I'm not saying that they were ordered to do it, but you can be sure that they were lobbied to do it. And that's the kind of thing that happens in softening targets and behind the scenes threats happening all at the same time. And, people are like, Meredith's horrible. She did this and this date. And I'm like, okay, I have no problem with anybody having an opinion on anything Meredith did. I just want you to go back to this recording on August 29th that could not have been Meredith. Not only could Meredith not have provided the recording, she could not have known who was being recorded. And it was a false premise from the go. And so that's what was used to drive all the rest of this nonsense. And so I say, if you want to judge Meredith, fine, but you better go back and look at the whole picture and not just what happened from August 28th on. I mean, November 28th on. You have to go back to August 29th. And you have to look at the way that this was all set up with threats and everything else along the way. And I don't want to get too much more into that because that's obviously part of what is on the table for court and Wednesday. And
my prediction has always been is that Aiden started attacking Meredith because Karen. Either like
no, I mean
recording
that's a. I
or
mean that is a.
because of
This is a fact. Now, I go back because now I was there, right? So I go back and I say, at least initially, I do believe that he believed it, that he believed that she did that. But the problem became there was no shortage of him accepting my help. He goes through this thing last night and, oh, well, you were a terrible mediator. Well, you had me keep doing it till the second week in January. So from the last week in September till the second week of January, then you're the moron, right? But there was there definitely was this situation where I believed in the beginning that he believed it. So I was trying to help him find out who. What most people don't know is in the weeks before that, we were already trying to figure out that some of his information was leaking and whatever else, and his friends were passing it around and joking about it. And some of those same people who are standing behind him today were the worst source of the leaks that or the misuse of his information and passing it around and joking about it. And hopefully someday, he talked about it a little bit last night when he was reading my messages, which I thought was really nice of him to do to his friends. But hopefully after this, I'll be able to talk about that a little bit more. But there already was this thing. I was already engaged helping them contain this problem and figure out who it was and what was going on and who was leaking their relationship details and who was doing all of these things. So that's why I was there, to be the person to mediate between them, because I was already working on that and one other issue, right? So I was there. I did that stuff that put me in place. And right from the beginning, when he came out, you remember the first week, he was like, no, it's not Meredith. The timeline will never work for that to have been Meredith. She couldn't possibly have known who heard, even if she accessed the recording, which she did not. She couldn't possibly have known who heard it, who he played it for, until he told her on September 1st. The problem is Kara knew on August 29th, the day of the recording. I knew on August 29th. So you can be damn sure.
Okay, I'm gonna need help with a little timeline here. Not right this second though, because I'm like, oh, there's one more pop, babe. All right, you're the best. Thank you. 1 second. I was gonna say, I'm not getting to it, but timeline wise, right? That doesn't make any sense. So when did Karen didn't call him? So you mean to tell me she knew on the 29th and sat on it for 2 weeks or something like that? Nah, it doesn't make sense. I don't think so. I don't know. Thank you, Emily EC, for saving our butts tonight. You're the best. Love you for this. For those of you who didn't hear it on Twitter, please like, share, subscribe, all the fun things. Nothing is ever expected, but is always greatly appreciated, my favorite people. Oh, yeah, no shit. I'm about to forward it to him. All right. This third part.
Trying to figure out that some of his information was leaking and whatever else, and his friends were passing it around and joking about it. And some of those same people who
I want to know what friends he's talking about. I want to know what friends he's talking about. Seriously. What friends? Please, can you, Erica? Oh yeah, I'll send it to him. Absolutely, girl. You know it. How did Jason know about it? Yeah, and how did he know about it the same day as Karen? Like, I just can't. I can't. I don't get it. And if he did, then good for him. Like, I just don't. I don't know. All right, let's finish this up. I'm gonna put it on 1.5.
Who are standing behind him today were the worst source of the leaks that or the misuse of his information and passing it around and joking about it. And hopefully someday, he talked about it a little bit last night when he was reading my messages, which I thought was really nice of him to do to his friends. But hopefully after this, I'll be able to talk about that a little bit more. But there already was this thing. I was already engaged helping them contain this problem and figure out who it was and what was going on and who was leaking their relationship details and who was doing all of these things. So that's why I was there, to be the person to mediate between them, because I was already working on that and one other issue, right? So I was there, I did that stuff, that put me in place. And right from the beginning, when he came out, you remember the first week, he was like, no, it's not Meredith. The timeline will never work for that to have been Meredith. She couldn't possibly have known who heard, even if she accessed the recording, which she did not. She couldn't possibly have known who heard it, who he played it for, until he told her on September 1st. The problem is Karen knew on August 29th, the day of the recording. I knew on August 29th. So you can be damn sure I knew before Meredith, days before Meredith. And when I say this now, people ask me, they're like, was it you? And I say no, but if I had the recording, I probably would have given it to her too. But I wouldn't have created a
fake email,
proton mail or all of
That's
this.
why I think it was Aiden. I still hope, I'm like, until I get proof that's not, that's why I think it was him. I'm like, anyone else? It was Meredith. She would just send it to with her regular email.
I have a question.
Right.
Probably. Like, I'd be like, yeah, it's me. They should still tell anyone.
Jason,
Go ahead.
But Aiden and Karen had spoken obviously many times, whether he's recorded previous ones or not. What was it about this time? Is it because she was already acquitted, so he felt okay with sharing it with people? Like, what do you think was the reason?
No. I know what the reason was. I know what the reason was. It was because she was very angry at him. And so she was basically letting him have it, and he wanted to be the victim. So he wanted to play it for his friends. Because again, his goal at that time was to put pressure on her. His goal was to put pressure on her. And so if he could get the content creators he played it for and other people to start to throw like shade in her direction and do some different things, that benefited him, because then he gets to go in and offer the, hey, I can clear all this up for you. I can make my fans like you again. I can make you popular. We could get on the same page. That's the deal.
The same tactics
he said that all the time.
Yeah, he was using the same tactics he uses on his ex-girlfriends. He treated her like an ex-girlfriend, and that's where he made the mistake.
It's not just his ex-girlfriends. He does it with everybody.
Right.
Like, I'm probably the perfect example, right? So all of a sudden, he starts throwing trial balloons out there. Listen, all of his insiders have always hated me, right? Because I'm this guy, and I just tell them what I think, and I don't care if it's popular, and I don't care if not. I could probably show you 1,000 text messages where I called him a moron, like I call everyone else a moron. I just don't care. You're just going to get the version of me that I am, because that's who I am. And but I do think for a while he valued that, in that he would just get my honest opinion, even if he didn't agree, even if he didn't do different things. Like, he knew that I wasn't going to just be one of those people that surround him, that everything he says is a great idea. Look at going after Howie Carr. Like, that was a great idea to go after Howie Carr, because Jess Machado doesn't like the Cars because of her employment situation. So, she was over there. Go. Like, yeah, fuck him. We're going to do this, right? It was the worst thing he could have done. And it still impacts him to this day. How many times, sure, he had one other time he got back on there. He was on there every week, a couple times a week, all these things happening. Nope, he burned the bridge, and his friends were surrounding him, telling him what a great idea it was for him to do that. When he went in that first spaces, everyone's tuned in and it's all entertaining. I called him and I said, I'm going to channel my inner Mark Betterow right now and tell you to get I didn't call him. I messaged him and I said, get the fuck out of that spaces right now. What are you doing? You're publicly discussing whether you committed a felony or not. Like, shut your mouth. And if you have to talk about this at all, go do it on your platform. But like, what are you doing? Did anyone else, any of those friends like message him and be like, hey, this is a bad idea? Nope. Because they all depend on him. He's surrounded himself with people that feed off of him, right? They all need him for their audience. They all need him. And so they're not giving the advice that's in his best interest. They're giving him the advice that's in their best interest. And the drama is good for them. It gives them content for a week. It gives them all of these different things. Those are the people that should have been. So while they were telling him to stay away from me, which now turns out to be really good advice. But while they were telling him to stay away from me, what they weren't doing is actually just giving him the advice that was in his best interest. And that's what Meredith did for him when they were together. Everyone tries to look at the downside of Meredith and, oh, she's crazy girlfriend and whatever else. Aiden was at his best when Meredith was helping him organize things. And he said it too. He's admitted it. He was at his best when that was happening because she softened him in a way that he needed. And once that relationship ended, he went right back to being the asshole that he was before. So it's a real problem. But when we look at all of that, I know I'm talking a lot, sorry. When we look at all of that, he look at what he did to me, right? So I did nothing. I can tell you right now, like it was basically 5 months. It was a full-time job. It was every day, back and forth, hours a day. Like, this was like a full-time job. It really was very intense, and it went on for a very long period of time. And no one's paying me for that. Like, and I didn't ask anybody to, don't get me wrong. Like, I was just trying to help people out. But like, I did a lot so for him to just, and he knew from day one that I was never going to speak about it publicly, that I wasn't going to take sides, and I wasn't going to judge anybody from anything that happened. And do you know who never asked me to make a public statement about him? Meredith. Do you know who constantly kept badgering me and trying to intimidate me publicly and embarrass me publicly and say these different things? He did. He didn't have to do that.
Okay, Jason,
but
hold on. I've heard you say this before, so I'm going to ask you. The Jay-Z media and me has to ask this question.
Please, I'm happy to answer.
How did you get so wrapped up in this like Aiden Meredith like situation? But also, do you have any regrets about being involved?
Yes, I definitely do. No, I don't. You know what? The funny thing is I didn't go into it for what I'm into it now for. Like, I legitimately, again,
were you a turtle rider at some point?
I've never been a turtle rider. No, I have. I am from New England, right? So I've been aware of who he is, and I followed him, and I found it entertaining. But I've never been a turtle rider, right?
How did you connect with him in the original?
He connected with me when he got out of jail, because I was writing. I was in my little social experiment. I didn't even think I was going to try to be an independent journalist, and I'm still not sure I'm gonna. But I was writing articles because I started to piece together what had happened while he was still in jail. I started to piece together what had happened at Lindsay Gaetani's house and the involvement of the state police and all of these things that didn't make sense. So I started writing about it. I started asking questions. I started getting more popular. And I simultaneously, if you go back and look at my tweets from then, I was saying things like, people, so, the other side was coming after him, like, don't come after me. Aiden Carney's a scumbag, but it doesn't matter because I still don't support government corruption. Like, it doesn't matter if he's a scumbag, And so he came upon my tweets when he got out, when he also thought that I was a female, and immediately messaged me, I'm nothing like they say I am. Or I'm nothing like, I think I was comparing him and Kate Peter to each other, like their level of obsession. And he's like, I'm nothing like her, Haley or whatever. And then I was immediately like, I'm a dude. Like I just got this distinct feeling like, oh crap, this dude's hitting on me. And so like a message back like immediately was like, I'm a dude. and we just started talking, and I started writing articles, and hey, great, I'm trying to be an independent journalist, and I have this source now who's giving me all this great material, and it's a topic that I'm actually interested in. Like, my first article wasn't even about his case or any of this stuff. It was about Lindsay Gaetani's misuse of the court system, kind of this pattern that you see over years where she does, just like he has the same patterns with his ex-girlfriends, she has the same patterns with her ex-boyfriends. It's always court, it's always restraining orders, it's always bing, bing, bing down the line. So that was my first article. I was interested in the misuse of the court system. It had nothing to do with Lindsay Gaetani. It was very nice in the article saying, like, listen, you should take care of want something better for your kids. Like, I feel bad for you, and I think that you can find a way out of this, like maybe get some counseling or do this or find some resources. Like, I was actually concerned at the beginning, and then once she started coming back at me and I got a little more of a clue who Lindsay Gaetani really was, I was like, no, whatever. I'm just gonna write about her how I want to write about her. But that was my intro to this, and that's how I got involved. I had sent story ideas before. It's actually how I know Kate Peter, because in 2019 when she worked for Turtleboy, I sent her a story about everyone's heard me talk about it 7,000 times, a rape case in Texas. And so I had just like a couple of back and forth, like 4 messages or whatever. So, when Greg says he's been in Kate Peter's Discord since 2019 or whatever, I sure was, till they figured out who I was and kicked me out. But it wasn't nefarious. And she still worked for Turtleboy at the time that I joined that Discord server.
Were you guys ever, like you, Aiden, Meredith, were you guys ever hanging out in real life, or was this
no? So no, and this is actually interesting because I think it may come up. And this is I've seen them in real life, and we were at events together. I went to the Halloween party. We went to lunch. Like, if we were in Dedham, like, I went to lunch with them separately once. I think it was me, Aiden, Lauren, Murray, and Meredith. And Meredith paid. That was the one thing that I always remembered. Like, and I was coming down to do him a favor that night, and then the next day, like, attend the coverage or whatever. So it was the day of the trial. I was actually kind of shocked that Meredith paid. I was just like, this is weird or whatever. But we were never friends. And along the way, kind of with his emotional manipulation tactics, he sends me a thing. I thought we were friends, and I said, "You thought we were friends?" I'm like, "Do we hang out? Like, did I come to? Am I at your house eating buffalo chicken dip and smoking and weed? With Jimmy and some others? Like, no, like, we're not that kind of friends,
Well, Aiden's definition of friends is you do things for me.
You're absolutely right,
and that's all it is, right? I will say I don't know a man in my life that would ever let his girlfriend pay for anything, like, especially out with other people. That's just insane.
I mean, I'm not so old fashioned. Like, it just struck me as odd in the circumstance that we were in, which was like,
I would break up with the dude who did that 100%.
Yeah, like, I just
Absolutely.
didn't see any reason why she would or should or whatever, because it was, it was kind of a business lunch, right? Like, and it was his business, so why was she paying? I didn't get it. And there's other things that she paid for along the way that were really don't make a lot of sense.
He's a user.
Anyway,
he uses people.
I don't want to go too far because I don't want to inadvertently say anything that's going to be helpful to his side on Wednesday.
We can interview you after next week. How about that?
Yeah, I'd love that.
Yes, definitely. We gotta do something.
All right. Well, anyway, thanks for letting me up. I found your discussion to be fascinating, and I definitely look forward to talking to you more later.
Thank you,
Sounds
Jason.
good. Thanks.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
I mean, I found that discussion to be a lot of things fascinating, maybe not one of them, but that's okay. I wish everybody well. Yeah, no thanks. No thanks. No thanks. Appreciate you guys. See ya. Well, it's not even like, I mean, I'm glad you didn't say my name, but regardless, like, Aiden's talked about that story fucking 10 times. We didn't have buffalo chicken dip because I ain't fucking eating chicken in a can. No thanks. No thanks. Anywho, all right. I have a surprise, so I gotta figure out how I'm gonna try to get this on camera, though. Hold on 1 second, all right? If I leave the studio, can I come back in? Does it stay live? It does, right? Causey, is he still here? I think it does. Yeah, shredded chicken breast, absolutely. All right, be right back. Hold on 1 second. She sent me one more. This is the last one. I'm exhausted. Ready? All right, let's see. Make sure y'all can see this. All right. Ready? Let's do it.
Want that content can leave. Because not that I don't think it's a worthy topic. It is a worthy topic, but there are so many other things that we could be talking about on this Spaces that is
And that's not
not
what we are talking about right now.
right. So yeah, YB, you can go ahead, you can speak, take off your unmute.
Hello, how you doing? It's Wabi.
No,
I just want to say a few things. Hold on. Can you hold on, please? Hello.
it's Valerie.
I just want to say that Jay-Z ain't no correspondent.
It's Valerie.
She's a liar.
No shit.
She's a lying ass bitch.
Why
Also,
can't I get rid of her?
and I just want to say Jake ain't no motherfucking Mr. Rogers. Jake, you a piece of shit, Jake.
Kick her out.
You a real piece of shit. You saying the N-word. You saying the N-word all the time.
All right. That was not
All right.
so.
All right.
Gone.
So
That was fun.
why can't
Yeah,
I get rid
it's
of her?
fine.
Oh, who said sign at the line? Hold on.
All right. That was not YB. So gone.
That was fun.
That was
Yeah, it's fun.
Oh, that was fucking funny. That was so worth it. Holy shit. Holy shit. Val, put it in my fucking veins. Are you shitting me? That was fucking. And then Nina. That is Valerie. No, that is not YBE. No shit. No shit. Thanks. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Fucking Nina. Oh, God, kid. What are we going to do with her? All right, give me 1 second, all right? Hi. All right, look at it. So everybody has those little hands, right? Right? And this is called walk the walk, right? Look what I found today. I fucking hate feet. I hate feet. There's 5 of them in a fucking pack. Okay? 5 of them. I know. So that's what I'm saying. I need to get little shoes for them. It says USA Inc. I mean, I doubt it, but no big. I call them dogs. Yeah. Yeah. You fucking get your clog hoppers off of me. But all right, listen, we're gonna do a members only. Well, okay, so Aiden is definitely doing his thing tomorrow, right? All right, I have my cousin coming over. Maybe Easter. I mean, everybody's kind of just home chilling with their family and everything. So maybe Sunday night. Maybe Sunday night I'll do my Legos. How's that sound? Because I'm not gonna be doing anything. I'm gonna be laying around eating leftovers. The best of every holiday. Right? I think he def will after. Have you seen those baby dolls that look? Yeah, the fucking alive or whatever the hell they are. They're creepy as fuck. I celebrate these. There you go, lovey. Greek Orthodox, baby. There's a Greek Orthodox actually church right near this courthouse that he's gonna be in on Wednesday. I just thought it was funny because everyone always uses the little hands. And I was like, holy shit, they're feet. And then I found these little hands that were on like sticks. What are you making? Can you save me a plate when I get out of work? Y'all really want to know what I'm making? I'm obnoxious. So I thought my cousin and my his two and his daughters were coming. So I got them toys, whatever, fine. He can bring them to him anyways because he's going to go spend the night with them tomorrow for Easter. I am making a spiral ham, mashed potatoes, green beans, carrots. I'll do a sweet potato. I know it's great. You're gonna laugh at me. I'll do a sweet potato casserole, creamed corn. I might just do cupcakes. I think I have cheesecake. I'm gonna do a cheesecake or something like that. I was thinking of making, I got phyllo dough and I was thinking of making my own little like pastries. So I might do that too. I haven't decided yet, but I like to throw down in the kitchen. I'm actually pretty decent cook too. You know, I was actually thinking of going live while I was cooking tomorrow just to say hi to everybody. But I have to figure out like the setup and everybody, you know, like we'll see who's here. Ricotta pie is so fucking good. Cream corn is just a can of cream corn, and then sometimes I do a can of regular. You strain it, or I do white. And then you know what else? If you make anyone like make Jiffy cornbread, add a can of cream corn to it. It's so fucking good, dude. Cheesecake's so fucking good, so fucking good. Open door policy, kid. These are all welcome here. Yeah, it's honestly. When we cook like we cook, it's just, you know, leftovers for a couple of days. I'll bring my father a plate over in Southie, you know. He don't come over because the dogs bother him. So, yeah. Hi, Dina. Hi, Mama. Thanks for being here, babe. Wait, what's this one?
I just want to say a few things. Hold on. Can you hold, please? Hello? It's Valerie. I just want to say that Jersey ain't no correspondent. She's a liar. Oh. She's a lying ass bitch. Why can't I get back to her? And I just want to say, Jake ain't no motherfucking Mr. Rogers. Jake, you a piece of shit, Jake. Kick her out. You a real piece of shit. You saying the N-word. You saying the N-word all the time.
Wait, though.
Hold on. Can you hold, please? Hello? It's Valerie. I just want to say that.
Has Val clipped that pot yet? And I would just have that on replay on my page. It's Valerie. It's Valerie. It's Valerie. No shit.
Jay-Z. Hello, how you doing? It's Wabi. No. I just want to say a few things. Hold on. Can you hold, please? Hello? It's Valerie. I just want to say that Jay-Z ain't no correspondent. She's a liar.
She ain't though. She's not. She's spitting facts.
And I just want to say, Jake ain't no motherfucking Mr. Rogers. Jake, you a piece of shit, Jake. Kick her out.
Kick her out. Kick her out. Excuse me, Nina. That's not very Switzerland-like of you, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. That's not very Switzerland-like of you. Kick her out. Real nice. Also, we're going to say a prayer for Lisa Tobin and her husband. He's going through a couple of things right now. No questions. Just please say prayers if you believe in all that sorts of stuff. Put up good positive vibes for her and Andy, her husband, please. And thank you. She's always in the chat. She's always supporting me. And yeah, so I appreciate it. Love you. Love you all. Hold on. I'm trying to see if there's any. Oh, Ray from Dallas is live. You guys can all go over there. I don't know how to send you all because I'm still learning. Daniel, you are way too old for leather pants, hon. That's her face. Good for her. Good for her, huh? God bless her. I just can't. And then Jen Altman's going to, God mighty, this is going to be hilarious. After they uploaded this footage of them waiting on the players to walk by them. Why are they going viral? Because they just stood there like weirdos, like recording themselves. Everybody's so fucking weird. And now everyone's mad. Yeah, all right. Listen, I love you guys. I love that you came on this walk with me. I have a bunch more. Hold on. I have 3 more. Hold on. Hold on. So what doesn't make sense is they give you, hold on. They give you 3 lefts and 2 rights. Stupid. See? Stupid. They don't smell though. I gotta find little sneakers for them. Little pandas. But all right. I think I'm gonna come on early tomorrow during the day while I have time, and like I'm just gonna be farting around the house and cooking and stuff like that. So if you want to see me throw down in the kitchen, I'll be here. Maybe I'll teach you some tricks. Get up there and teach some tricks. What's MJ saying that everyone's making? You hate me. What did I do? What's Jim doing? Pulling transmissions with the van. She sucks. Fucking treacherous whore. Hoa. Hoa. Wally World sells shoelace that will fit those feet. Oh, Walmart. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They probably got kids' shoes. I could probably fucking find doll shoes somewhere in my kids' room in the fucking closet. No, I'm just kidding. In the 18-inch doll section. Thanks, Aaron. Appreciate you. All right. Good night. I love you all, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Thank you for all the love and support. I appreciate you. Bye. Be good to each other. But more importantly, yourself.